Hello,
Konnichiwa. Welcome,
dude.
what?
Konnichiwa.
Welcome to Tokyo.
Welcome to Tokyo session. Technically, we're in Sydney session, and Tokyo session doesn't start until we got an hour till that starts. But I go off of Asia session at the open, so 6 p.m. Right when the electronic trading hours starts trading again. So we're switching it up a little bit, and we're doing a little bit of a live stream during Asia session. Never done one before, and in fact, I've traded Asian session maybe 3 times, and I don't think I've ever won a trade during Asian session. Maybe today will be the first. I don't know. I'm not revenge trading, but I was down today, so if I see a good trade, I might get back in it. He's laughing because he just saw my thumbnail that I crafted up in about a minute. Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah,
It's pretty good.
it is. It's great. I feel like a lot of people are going to want to click on it just because of how beautiful the thumbnail is.
You can't beat it.
No. I really hope somebody stumbles across this channel, sees the thumbnail, clicks on it. It's like, I don't know what these clowns are going to talk about, and then they're like, oh, they're actually serious about trading, and they actually know what they're doing. And then they want to tune into the New York live session tomorrow morning or any following morning. So I'll go over the contents of today's Asian session live stream here. We're going to do a daily trade recap, a price action overview or review, and a few educational points about today or what you could take going forward, right? We're going to do a Friday outlook, so a little bit of preparation and to go into tomorrow. Weekly review for this previous week, and then the outlook for next week and the news calendar.
It's hard to do the outlook for next week when the week hasn't even finished.
We can do a little bit of anticipation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What I will pull up. Actually, no, we'll do that last. We'll do tomorrow's review last. Okay. We can quickly rip over the day's action while we're waiting for Asian session to move to a key area. So I'll actually talk about Asian session. As most of you know, we closed the New York Stock Exchange at 4 o'clock New York time, right? That's when all the volatility kind of dies off. So 1600, right? There's a little bit of trading after it, and regular trading hours actually stops at 4:14. That's when regular trading hours stops, right? It's a little bit different now. Why is it a different time? It goes an extra hour. Okay, and then we have a hour gap, right?
hour-long break.
Yes. Hour-long break, and then I thought it was 2 hours before.
No, it's always been an hour.
So why does my regular trading hours start at 4:14? Or like it ends at 4:14. That's when the regular trading hours ends.
Well, that would just be when the New York trading's done, I
Okay.
think.
So
'Cause it's only off New York trading because then it doesn't open until 9:30.
yes, okay. So that's what we'll go off of. But Asia session opens. Obviously, most times it leaves a little bit of a new day opening gap. So that's this small little imbalance between the closing price of the prior candle and then the opening price of the Asian session. And then what we saw from there was a minuscule rally, right? Consolidation, obviously, because we're in Asia session, and we wick back below this internal sell-side liquidity. So you have a little bit of a liquidity purge, and that is roughly equilibrium of the range it was in.
There actually
Not
might be a
quite.
short on NQ right here.
There might be something coming up.
We have a 2-stage SMT.
Oh, double S&T.
Yeah.
what-
And then we had a 5-minute change in state to the downside, and we're retracing into a 5-minute gap right now.
Where's your S&T at with? Because my New York PM high has not been taken.
Well, on ES, it got taken.
Mine got ticked 4 times.
Okay.
So
Well, it got taken on YM anyways.
yes,
And then we had SMT twice with YM.
internal S&T. So that fits into what I'm about to explain after. But
There's the 5-minute gap.
right now, taking that internal sell side, we then get displacement rally, change in state, fair value gap. What do we do? Boom, a little bit of expansion, runs out the internal range high, or like internal because it's within this dealing range. And then we have this more external high that we did fall short of, right? And in my eyes, that seems like we would run to it, especially in this case, ES leaving 4 relative equal highs there. So I honestly look for this to expand to that high.
Yeah, there's with ESO's 4 equal highs. My chart doesn't have that, but with those, we'll take that, and then we'll probably see move lower. There's no move lower below the opening candle.
Yes, I do want to see us go below that opening candle.
So
So
it's
I
a
just-
weird,
I just
weird
highlighted
candle.
it.
First candle of the day is the low of the day. It doesn't always,
Never happens
sense.
like that.
unless it's like you get like a 600-point dump or something. But
Okay.
so we
Oh,
trade to a 15-minute order block, and then we're about to get this some inversions to the upside.
So at the previous daily low, we formed SMT with YM. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So previous daily low, there's SMT with YM at the AM sell side. Right? And off of that, there is this 15-minute structure here. We get this 15-minute change in state breaker that we trade to. Reject off of it, filling this imbalance fully, but not quite closing above it. And on the higher time frame, you could potentially say that we're starting to get this rotation higher to the session highs. However, I would really prefer if that did not happen in the overnight session. As I'm not really keen on trading the overnight session, and I do want to be participating when we get that run to these relative equal highs that we left. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, if I just look at YM on the daily chart, it looks like it's ready to go. So it trades into that daily imbalance with the 2-stage SMT. And then you're starting to get a move higher. We have an hourly fair value gap to the left and a 4-hour gap that will probably inverse tonight. And then that would be the framework for longs up to wait, is that all-time highs in YM or no? No. Well, close, but no. Just
40.
to the external, daily external. On YM would be the target as soon as we get that 4-hour inversion.
I'll tell you what, I really don't want to see it go and run there in the overnight session. It would just be horrible for tomorrow. But I'd like to talk about this one trade in the PM session. So 10 o'clock, like it was 10 o'clock on the nose, right? The candle that put that low in. So we put that low in at 10 o'clock. Instant rally. We caught a long trade in there and we rode that to, well, up above the 7 a.m. high, right? Fails to take out the relative equal highs. Inducement. Call it that. Guess what? Reversal. Fake move, potentially.
Reversal back down to my break-even stop loss.
Oh, and further to the 10 a.m. low now.
Yeah.
Off of that 10 a.m. low, after lunch session did its consolidation, there was an internal sweep, a very nice 5-minute inversion. I'll highlight right here. So if you're looking at a smart money reversal, you'll have, 2 or 3 signatures in it. So let's say we're on the 5-minute time frame, and we've came to the conclusion that the higher time frame structure would lead us to believe that we would have the smart money reversal here. Obviously, most people aren't trying to be buyers there. They're watching. So we take this, we see the 5-minute inversion fair value gap, and then we also have this 5-minute sequence of down closed candles that we then close above. So there you've got your 5-minute order block and 5-minute inverse fair value gap, right? So you could say, okay, those two things, and expecting that smart money reversal.
It feels bad for anybody that entered that trade and had to sit through that chop.
Yeah, and that's your trade, right? So a little bit tricky of a hold because you're trading at such a unique time in the day, and so I like to maintain all of my trading within the AM session. But plays out, it reaches up above these relative equal highs into this imbalance, gets the consolidation / reaccumulation, trades down to that 50-minute breaker, rallies, right? Also 50-minute fair value gap rallies. People were partialing up in the higher end of that imbalance / this 15-minute order block. I don't know. The guy that took the trade partialed at a weird level. I only saw one person take it. It was Tremaine Trades, so. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send this link out on Twitter. our Asian session trade here. We got people need to see this thing.
It is a pretty good thumbnail.
It's a great thumbnail. I mean, I'm just absolutely just thrilled with how quick I made that thing. I'm posting it on Twitter. So this is what I posted. I posted this. I posted the thumbnail, Asian session review and analysis, and then the link there.
That's
Absolutely perfect.
That's hilarious.
Come on, you can't see that and not click on that thing, and that can't get you that can't not get you excited to sit down and watch price action where we barely move at all. Actually, since we sat down and started watching it, we've moved the most we've moved all Asia session. We got a 12.5-point rally, and we're about to take out these relative equal highs here. I already saw one view on it. One person already viewed it. I bet it might have been me, but I should post it in like an ICT chat. Should I do that? I should totally do that.
Yeah, if you want, pull up my Twitter and just go over the trade recap.
I can go over the trade recap on your Twitter.
Yeah, just pull my Twitter up. I got the all the annotations and everything. You don't have to remark it out.
Can I just pull up the thing, or do I need to pull up the full page here? Somehow I went to August 6th. That is not where I meant to go. Okay. So NQ minus 0.5 R, 1 break even and 1 loss. The trades were a little bit different for me. I had a loser, a partial, a break even, and another 2 losers. The risk was mitigated a little bit, so it wasn't 3 losing full size trades. It'd be horrible. Well, you said we'll see you live tomorrow on YouTube, but technically in Asia session
Live tonight.
yes. So you got the fancy little things here. The Canva work going on.
Oh yeah.
It's too bad the buy side and all your annotations are blurry. Almost.
It's only on this one because it's zoomed in so much.
Oh, okay.
So it's not on the other ones. I realized that after.
Yes. So this is you start on the 4 hour or do you start on the daily?
I start on the 4 hour.
Okay, so you get the 4 hour right. This relative equal highs was the overnight session buy side. Then we get the 6 a.m. down candle trading into the daily wick constant encroachment. We see the S&T at the sell side. And then from there, we expected the 10 a.m. reversal and follow through. We didn't have any freaking follow through today. That sucked. So this 4 hour candle trades to the previous 4 hour candle high, which was the 7 a.m. high to the tick, but left the relative equal highs here. Okay, going down. I feel like I'm doing a presentation at school.
Yeah.
Looking through the slides.
Yeah. Well, doing a good job, so.
NQ 1 hour. This is the, okay. Is this, what sell side is that?
That's that daily wick constant encroachment.
That sell side right there? That's the constant encroachment of this. Okay, that's the New York PM sell side. Okay. So again, we see Asia session open, rallies, takes the internal high, but then puts a high in here, right? And then London session opens up and a consolidation kind of paired with Asia session. Rallies fall short of the buy side, leaving those relative equal highs, right?
Now there was an SMT there, not with London high, but Asia
Right
and
here.
the PM session high.
Right here, yes. Oh no, wait, okay, over there.
Which I had marked out until we took out that sell side and from the SMT.
Yeah.
And then I flipped from the SMT because the SMT already delivered to where I wanted to see it delivered to. And now for me, it was relative equal highs,
You know
which
what
was
we
now
should
a
do?
target.
I think this live stream is going to be more valuable than our day-to-day live streams because we're putting a little bit more emphasis on review and education and whatnot. So we'll post this one as like the first kind of video, but it's going to be a live stream post. Because so then people can, they'll see it on the homepage and they can rewatch it because this one actually has quite a bit more value than the other live streams, which are just us actually trading. So it's a little bit different. So left these relative equal highs, then we get these hourly displacement count. Oh, she had her times on here. I can kind of, I know what time they are, like approximately, but
Yeah.
we get the hourly displacement candle. This is still London session. And then we open up pre-market, I think. Pre-market? almost pre-market. 7 a.m. puts us high in here. Hourly close, this is actually getting that hourly inversion there. So from there, obviously I'd have a more bearish bias because there was these internal range lows and equilibrium and the daily wick constant encroachment. So we get one sell-off candle at 8. Yes, 8. Trades lower. 9 a.m. opens lower, takes out the low here, the New York PM session lows from yesterday. Then we see the expansion. So on that initial move was kind of a opening range chop fest, and it didn't really do much prior to the news. We had news at 9:45. So prior to that, we were consolidating. And that's the opening range. So out of the opening range, then 10 a.m. opens after the news. Open, low, forms SMT with the 9 o'clock candle low, and then we get the expansion. So if you know anything about the 4-hour candle anatomy, or like power of 3, or whatever people want to call it, AMD, whatever they want to call it, you look to see a 10 a.m. reversal statistically, and then you also look at the 4-hour candle and how it's printing. So open, low, and then that's where you're starting to look for your entry. So that was where the good juice of our trading was done today, was in that candle right there. And we try and do that mostly every day. Next time frame, 15-minute time frame. I'll speed this up. I'm on here for way too long. I don't even know what the charts are doing.
Well, we've inversed the 5-minute to the upside and done nothing really.
Okay, I'll speed it up. I actually want to trade here, man. Okay, NQ 15-minute. We get the 15-minute fair value, get pre-market. We're holding. Open, we get this kind of lightsaber candle, as in we opened, wicked higher, wicked lower, and closed back at the midpoint, right? So that is generally just a consolidation candle. Then we open up 9:45. The news sells off lower. We actually rally higher. Fake inversion, fake change in state, because there was no 5-minute or 3-minute structure. It was only 1 minute. So you don't want to base that trade off of that. And we also fell short of, we also didn't have an internal SMT. I should have mentioned that. Then we get the 15-minute candle close. And with that close, we have a better candle to get a change in state on, and that's that blue line. So internal sweep, 10 a.m. opens, trades lower, puts that SMT in, right? This is the daily wick constant encroachment, but we also had taken the sell side there. There was one other sell side that people highlighted and said I got off the charts as soon as it didn't take the sell side, but I think that's a scam. I don't think they know what they're talking about in that sense.
They're not recognizing the SMTs.
If you went to the 4-hour, you would see that it is simply not an actual low. So if you're going to put any weight on something, but not look at the 4-hour and be like, oh, it's not a real low, then you're not trading. There's something funky going on.
So the higher time frame swings that you use are the higher quality swings.
Exactly. I
mean, it's
a swing on the hourly.
Yeah.
But falling short of it doesn't mean
we didn't fall short of it.
50-minute.
Okay, sure.
That's the low they're talking about.
We still let SMT with that low.
Yeah, exactly.
I had that SMT marked out.
So they don't know what they're talking about.
So I would actually prefer if that low was left.
Yeah.
But.
So then we get the rally, 50-minute change in state closes, and we don't trade back into it. And then what do? Expansion, boom, takes out 7 a.m. high. But I think what you should have included on your little diagram here is the relative equal highs that we fell short of. Right above this high was those relative equal highs, and it did not take them, which sucked, because that was the TP. As you can see here, we've got our 2-mini execution here. Just kidding, it's micros. This is the 3-minute change in state close. So SMT, internal sweep, daily wick constant encroachment. We get there's a 1-minute inversion. Then you get the 3-minute change in state, which, like I was saying, the trade right here, where my mouse is, didn't have one of those or anything above a 1-minute structure. And it was also before 10 a.m. So this trade rallies, takes that 7 a.m. high, which is a partial area, but the risk to reward on this trade specifically wasn't there. So then we get the retracement, which unfortunately takes the trade out at break even, because the break even was trailed to after the internal buy side here. We planned on doing a re-add if it followed, a little bit of continuation criteria, which was trading back into this 50-minute balance or 5-minute imbalance and then seeing something. So what we saw was a 3-minute inversion, because this is still the 3-minute time frame. And then we took that, stop was below that low, got stopped out, unfortunately. I can go to my charts to show you my entry, which is a little bit more internal. Okay. My entry on that long was a bit better. I did this, and I was holding to the relative equal highs, but I did partial at the 7 a.m. high because it was pretty singular. So partial here. So that's where I took, I think it was about 50% off. It's 50% off. And then the rest got stopped when I came back down. I did do the same re-entry there and then got stopped out. And then also in the live stream recognized that there was the opportunity for shorts here, but didn't take them. Yeah, so we can highlight that the opening. I did jab one here at the opening move to see if it would aggressively expand through the 50-minute and run it out quick. I didn't want to be left in the dust, but what I did was as soon as we traded up above here into the 50-minute bounce, I aggressively mitigated my stop. So then I had a trade that looked something like this. So I was risking about 120 at that and then got taken out there. Obviously get saved, right? And that's the key with mitigating, and that was the news move. Then you get this, it was the inversion I was talking about with the change in state that didn't have anything on the higher time frame. We get that fails. Then we get the actual manipulation. This one has this internal SMT, which the other one did not have. We'll put that there. And that is that's about the recap. Actually, one thing I'd like to say is when we're in this trade, we have this 1 minute imbalance. So we're in the long, right? It goes up to the 1 minute balance. And I'm saying, yeah, the last thing we'd want to see is it tag the consequent encroachment of this 1 minute imbalance and then just absolutely flush right in the trade. And where does it reverse? Literally right at the consequent encroachment, which sucked for us. And then, yeah. Oh, crap. I'm missing the trade that actually.
Asia's dumping.
Oh, dude, I actually wanted to look at shorts. I'm not even kidding. Look at that reaction, right? Like that looks like a decent short, eh?
Yeah, we have SMT at the internal highs with YM. Internal sweep will have a 3 minute gap. Not yet. Large 1 minute gap.
Freaking ES, dude. It put it
3 minute change in say.
It put relative equal highs in again.
I do want to see that opening candle. It's a good draw on liquidity.
Should we take this
I'm not taking anything.
for the live stream, bro?
I'm not taking anything.
Let me look at some higher time frames here, because if the higher time frames aren't even supporting, then
Well, the thing is, it's like all of my analysis on an intraday basis is based off of what happened overnight.
exactly.
And I can't do that when there's no overnight yet.
Yeah.
We're in the overnight.
What I've looked at Asia session a few times, and I'll look at the opening price right here, and then if we rally and then take the internal high, I'll short back to the opening price. Like I've actually looked at a model that is that, and it's pretty accurate. So this is the first real movement we get in Asia session. It's almost like you have the time frame up here. You go to the 4 minute, the 5 minute time frames. We're closing a 5 minute candle here. So honestly, the play could be like something like that. Just the weird nature of it is that ES left equal highs to take. Those will be taken eventually, but you don't want to say when they're going to be taken.
I think what we should do going forward is, like, if there's we open the new day and we get a large, like, we're getting good volume in Asia, then throw up an Asia stream. Like, I still probably wouldn't trade it, but I mean, if Asia opens and it's like getting like good sized candles, like New York AM session size candles, then I'd consider looking at it and I taper read it. We have a nice 3 minute gap there.
I know. I'm actually looking at it. I'm like, I really like that manipulation there. The only thing, yes, I would have wanted that the manipulation. So the run and actually taking those highs instead of them all sharing the same exact high.
All right. I'm in short, sir, on a paper trading account.
That's funny.
Demo
I'll do
balling.
it. I'll do it right there. I'll do the paper trading short.
I'm demo balling right now.
I don't actually believe in this short, by the way.
I don't believe in anything during this session.
I'd honestly like if it had more volume and took that internal high. So what we can look at is the 5-minute move. 5-minute, we can see the internal manipulation, and then we get a 5-minute change in state, or a 5-minute breaker that forms, and a 5-minute inversion there. Breaker block. Boom. So what could I anticipate the 5-minute to deliver to the current opening low, or current Asia low, and then lower to maybe there? That's what I would say. So, and the one reason I didn't really want to take this, well, more than one reason, but these ESIs, right? But yeah, I think we could do a Asia session live stream if we have, good volatility, if we're wanting to trade Asia session. But again, like, just with what makes sense to us, we don't trade it because we've spent thousands of hours in New York session, not Asia session.
Yeah, well, all my analysis is based on like overnight SMTs. Like what happened in the overnight? Like where did we deliver from? What's being respected? What's being disrespected in terms of PD raise?
No, but it's fun to just get on here and talk, to chat.
I got a follower on Twitter.
You got a follower on Twitter?
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
It's weird. When I first got Twitter, I got up to like 88 followers in like first couple of weeks.
They were all bots.
It was all like, yeah, like porn bots.
I didn't want to say that.
So it was weird. And then like randomly, they just all unfollowed me within like a day or two. So then ever since then, I've been at like 40.
I also had the same thing happen to me. Now I've got no followers on Twitter. You can go find the Twitters. They are in the bio. We also have our Instagram in the bio. The Instagram will start having more stuff posted on it in the future. That is to come. The collective trading should be a name that people will be able to recognize, and that's going to be cool. I look forward to that part. Currently, we're on the first run that everybody takes when they start their YouTube channel, start posting or doing whatever their kind of niches. So us doing day trading live streams, since nobody sees us, we're not getting pushed to anybody. But as soon as you start getting like, you get 10, 20 viewers, you start, building it up a little bit. And then you start growing on other social media platforms outside of your live streams, as in your short form. You can funnel them into your live stream, which we'll do too. And once we start coming out with some YouTube videos on whether that is the concepts that we trade, our strategy, our trades, our recaps, or what we freaking spend our money on that we make trading, then hopefully the live streams get a bit more attention there. And, I want to do free live streams for as long as we can, right? But I think there's going to be one point where we do open a Discord and do live streaming in there. That's down the line. Need recognition and track record. And I think so far since we've started live streaming, we did the math. I think in total we're up 19,770 something, I think was our number.
Yeah, since starting. We've had
not that bad.
How many? Here, I'll pull it up actually. Let's see how many winning days versus losing days. Check our ratio.
I thought it was like 12 to like 6.
So we've had 1, 2, 3.
Make sure you actually note that there's one that says -2, then positive. It was like -2,000 to 6,000.
6.
What?
6 losing days.
Okay.
Oh, this one I think I probably.
Yeah, so you said
Yeah.
4,800.
Yeah. So 5 or 6 losing days.
5.
I'm not sure if I counted it. So 5 losing days, and then 1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5, 6.
That's 5.
Yeah, I counted that.
6.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 wins, 5 or 6 losses.
14 wins, 5 or 6 losses. In
But the
trading,
losses are also like half the size of
If
the
not way
winners,
smaller.
if not smaller. Yeah.
Yeah. But we also include both of our P&Ls in the number, not just my P&L or his P&L. That's the name of the collective, brother. That's why it's in the name.
So the 3-minute gap got inverse to the upside.
Yep, exactly why I'm skeptical of those highs. I think ES is going to push right to them here. Who really streams Asian session?
Nobody, because it moves like trash. Look at this thing.
Only us right now. Asian session review and analysis, even in NASDAQ 100. Absolutely best thumbnail you could have in the world. I'm not gonna lie, it made you look Asian.
Yeah, no, it switched my race
It
completely.
did. I asked it to keep. I said keep the freaking faces of the.
Put rice hats on.
I said yeah, put the rice hats on.
Yeah, I didn't do that. It made me Asian and gave me a rice hat.
I don't know. I use AI for simple. Like, could you imagine getting somebody to make that image, or me trying to make that image? I have zero skill, so for me to just be able to give it an image, the one that we use for our other live stream thumbnails, and say, yeah, give us a rice hat and robe, and then get that out of there. It's perfect. And there's no hate to Asians there. That's just Asian session. It's just it's not funny.
Well, I mean,
It's kind of funny. It's obviously a joke. Okay, so we did the daily trade recap, the price action review, and educational points. We can do a little bit of Friday outlook while we're waiting for this, and then I'll actually break down Asia session and what I think it would do, most likely. The right here. Oops. Copy that right there. Put that down. Oh, no, that's not the right thing. What did I mess up? There we go. So the news. Here we go. Tomorrow, we've got 8 a.m. news. Is that 8 a.m.?
yeah, and there's
Is it? No, that's the wrong time. That's our time.
and there's Jackson Hole all day, which is red
This
folder
one's red
today.
folder. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they
I
updated
mentioned
it.
that this morning.
They updated it. So apparently, and where'd that go? Apparently, Jackson Hole symposium. I've never said that word in my life. Apparently, that has a effect on the market where we tend to deliver, like today did, for example, where we, fill the price range and then kind of refer back to it and overlap price in a kind of consolidation state. So if we take that going forward tomorrow should be a little bit of a cautious day. You should trade really good setups. You should risk accordingly and not overtrade, right? I actually couldn't even tell you the last time we had that news event, and I think there's
It's every August.
there's 3 or 4 days of it.
Yeah, it's 3 days every August.
Okay, 3 days of it every
But I
August.
don't remember ever trading it before, so
I don't
I
either.
can't even like speak on.
Oh, we were in Vegas when there was.
That does sound right, actually. Yeah,
I remember it.
yeah.
We were in
But
Vegas.
it's on different days every year.
Yeah, but I remember.
I think.
I thought I remembered it in Vegas.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Okay. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. This is 2 hours prior. We have Federal Chair Powell speaking. Fed Chairman Powell speaking. Sorry.
Yeah, tomorrow will definitely be a lighter risk day.
I'm gonna slam tomorrow, personally. No, just if there's something good.
If it's
obviously.
something really good, I'll take it. But I'm gonna be risk off
So we're
until Monday.
definitely monitoring Powell speaking there. Okay, and that is tomorrow's outlook for news. We'll do a actual breakdown of what we think is going to go on tomorrow, or what we would prefer for price action to actually make profitable trading decisions. I'll do that quick because we're still waiting for Asia session to take those highs on ES. So we take your attention to the daily chart. We'll start at the higher time frame, and I will remove that execution because it doesn't mean much. Okay, so I'd like to point out that the daily candle closed and we formed this other daily imbalance, and the daily imbalance low, or the buy side inefficiency, so the buy side failing to deliver and fully fill that in, was those relative equal highs there. So that is definitely something that I am watching.
Today was also an inside bar day.
Yes,
which is important to note.
So looking for the manipulation and potentially return back to it. And that was my next point. I want to see ES work down, take the Wednesday low, so the previous day low of today's actual trading day. And then from there, I want to see the retracement, because higher time frame, I am bearish. I like these relative equal lows. That's my draw. I do want the retracement back above those equal highs on the sell side of the curve, as it makes sense to take that daily imbalance there. ES closed the daily candle, forming that change in state, but I do want that move lower still, right? That's not, and I don't want it as the expansion. I want it as a manipulation to then retrace, and that is what I want my trade to be tomorrow, mostly. I'll go to the 4 hour.
Oh, we got a viewer.
Well, it's good because there's a lot of value in this live stream, and as funny as the thumbnail is, and I think everybody could agree.
Maybe we should quit trading and focus on thumbnail creation.
Should I start focusing on thumbnail creation? I actually would like to point out that I made that thumbnail in under 2 minutes. I'm not even kidding. Yeah. It was actually under 2 minutes. I mean, granted, everything else was kind of already put into place, but. So what I want to see, ES drop lower, take the relative equal low, SMT taking the previous daily low, NQ, and then we'd had the bullish SMT, then rally to the relative equal highs. I looked at the 4 hour from 10 a.m. and saw the open low, then we traded higher, wick, and then reversal, and I was like, that's pretty bearish. So I am waiting for the 4 hour to continue lower, and it might happen in London session, less likely to happen in Asia session. And then I want to see my reversal to those relative equal highs. Obviously, it's Friday, so you could apply like a TGIF logic. Where do we open here? Tuesday, Monday. Monday's high. We already did hit the TGIF level because it's only a 20% retracement. So we hit it right off the bat. It's not that massive of a move here. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, so I'm not really expecting us to dump tomorrow since it's Friday, and I don't expect the continuation on Friday following just a classical weekly profile. So yeah, the retracement would be good, and I think it would set us up for next week, which is my next talking point.
See Johnny, he said live day trading making $0. I was up over 40,000, then hit break even. So he took the same trade we took, I would assume.
Yeah,
because I feel like lots of people took that, went to break even, and then got stopped. Which I think on any normal day that would get taken. I think due to the Jackson Hole, price decided to go into a black hole and not go anywhere. Just fall off a cliff, I guess, too.
It wanted to go into the black hole. Made a hole in my P&L in the Jackson Hole.
Yeah.
I can't buy a house in Jackson Hole now. Right? Aren't their house prices expensive? Jackson Hole homes. Why do I feel like Jackson Homes got real expensive houses? Jackson Hole is where?
It's in the States. I know that.
Well,
I seen it this morning.
Wyoming.
Yeah, that's right.
Ranches. That's what they do there. A lot of the ranches. The first houses that are listed are crazy. Here we go. 40 million, 11 million, 25 million, 17 million, 12 million. These are all 47 million. Oh, look at this listing. Multiple fireplaces. That is pretty beautiful, though. It does kind of represent a little bit of BC, though.
Yep.
So remember how much I said this one was? 47 million for this thing?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like that much land for 47 million. Oh, the main house. Sorry, that's the gatehouse.
Oh, fuck.
Wow. Got to take a lot of inverses to pay for this thing. Can pretty much put a golf course in here.
Oh, there is a. Yeah, looks like a golf course. It's a teepee.
You know, I think there'd be better things to spend my $45 million on. I'm not even kidding. It's some people's style.
Seems a little unnecessary. Some of this.
Definitely some people's style of houses, but not my style of house. So that's what Jackson Hole is doing. Their house prices are so high, and that is why the market's dumping. So we're still hesitating to take these lows from Asia session. I think as soon as ES runs up above these highs here, which is taking a long amount of time, 23 minutes, then we will do that. You know, I want to keep this live stream a little bit, about an hour, so we got about 18 minutes to see something. I don't want to ramble on for so long. So we've actually been talking the entire time. When we're streaming New York Open, we're focused. Right? We're not chit chatting. Oh, Justin's got a different.
Yep.
It's like sketch. Okay. Okay. Look at that candle. So that's why you don't trade during Asian session. Holy shit. Asian session. I think what we're waiting for is this buy side. So Asia session opens, we have this consolidation, but we are consolidating below the dealing range high here. Then we have the low here. So if we're within this range, we have to take some form of liquidity to get a good trade. And everybody was taught that when they first started trading. So, or if you're new, now you know. Swing high, swing low in a consolidation. Asia session opens. You need a manipulation. Do you consider this a manipulation? Not as good of a manipulation. There's no SMT saying that you won't take this high, etc. What I really want to see, like I was saying earlier, is a down move, and then tomorrow to set up for something great, and that would be absolutely beautiful. I'll just mark it out. There's a lot of price action left to be had until New York AM opens tomorrow. So maybe not gonna do it that way. Maybe we'll do it more like this. What do you think about that? That sounds nice.
Yeah. I'm just we already have that S&P with YM, so if we do get some sort of expansion overnight.
There's S&T at YM with this low.
Yeah. That low.
No, it's this low.
It's both.
This one.
Yeah, it's both.
I'd like it with ES.
But we didn't really displace super great away from it. So like I'd be fine with like maybe not that big of a move down.
Well, that's taking the previous day's low, but leaving this external low. Or Wednesday's low. This is so previous day's low as in like today's trading day's low. But ES probably taking this and then putting SMT in there. And now that would be my absolute best case scenario. That is only 170 points. It's quite a bit for Asia session if it's not gonna want to move much, but so I posted about our Asia session trade. It's got eight views on it. This one's got 11. You should repost it.
A little late now, but
it's a little bit late. But
yeah. Well, it's been
who knows? It's been 45 minutes.
This is getting painful to watch.
It's not getting painful. It's not painful. You done trading? Are you actually done trading?
Never trading, yeah.
Wow, you got off the charts completely, man.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing. There's
Well, come on, ES just took the high. Now we can actually look at something, hey? Better pull those charts back up.
I'm not trading.
Better pull the charts back up. Asia session. Holy crap. ES just took Asia high. Look how important that is. We're in Asia session, so technically we put a new high in, but that's just getting above those equal highs there. And this is why I don't like ES too. Even during normal trading hours when there is more volume, you do leave the equal highs like that too much for me. That's why I only trade NQ. A lot of people are different and they trade the weaker or stronger one corresponding to their trade direction. So say in this case, NQ took this low, so you don't trade it, you trade ES because ES didn't take this low. So you go back over here. You see, okay, ES didn't take the low. I'm going to take the trade on ES. Boom. A lot of people do that because they expect it to run more. I just trade NQ because it's cleaner. And in this case, they in fact take the same high. On ES, you might have had a little bit of cleaner trade because you would have wanted to take some off at these equal highs, and you could have taken it all off. But even those highs did have equal highs there too. Same as NQ. So I'm out here grinding, doing an Asian session live stream, and you're playing chess.
Yeah. What else are you gonna do? What? Like,
Dude, so there's actually not a single person besides us trading Asian session.
yeah. Like I said, nobody wants to trade this.
No,
This is
live streaming it.
This is like, yeah, this is like account blowing territory.
Well, we got a recommendation from one of our subscribers to trade Asia session. So we're trying it. You know, we could lose and blame it on him.
I think next week's a pretty low news week as well, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna review it before we ended the stream. I wonder how Powell's going to be speaking. It's not FOMC. It's not quite the same. It's not as volatile. I think it's definitely wait until he's done speaking, or at least that 10 a.m. event happens, and kind of see. See, now here. Oh, that's today. That's why. I was going to say it says it's... Yeah, I wonder why it's only red tomorrow. So Jackson Hole, the economic... The economic policy symposium held in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, is attended by central bankers, finance ministers, academics, and financial market participants from around the world. We took Asia's high right there. Holy crap, look at that reaction. I'm so zoomed in. There's no reaction there. The meetings are closed to the press, but officials usually talk with reporters throughout the day. So significant market volatility or chop, as we know. Next week. No news Mondays. No news Tuesday. No red news Tuesday. Absolutely no news on Wednesday. Thursday's got red folder news at 8:30, unemployment claims. And Friday is also got red folder at 8:30. Back to the charts, because we're getting the movement here. Look at that. That's as soon as ES takes the high there. Oh, could you imagine? Wait, what the frick's going on, dude? Oh, that's the 5-minute chart. That's fine. Could you imagine being like, oh, it's dumping. I'm going to hop in shorts. Like, as I put my tool up here to see what it would look like. And you get stopped out. So we actually had a pretty good live stream this morning. I think we gained 2 subscribers in the live stream, which is a new record. I'll go to the YouTube studio. I think it says something. Ten subscribers. We had 10 subscribers today or yesterday? It was yesterday we had 10, and then we gained 1 yesterday and 2 today. Average view duration 17-minute. Peak concurrent viewers was only 3. We go to the video analytics. The total watch time is 4.2 hours. 17 views since it was published. The subscribers, we gained 1 subscriber from it. Yes, since it was published. So that's not even like once it was started. I think we got somebody while it started there. That's pretty cool. I was hoping the Asia session stream would get a few more viewers, but well, now we know. We don't have enough followers to get viewers.
Well, we're only 987 away.
Yeah, but it goes quicker.
From our
I bet the first 13 is harder than the next 13.
Oh yeah, of course.
Who's this guy saying he's at 117?
Johnny?
Oh, I couldn't tell by his. He looked different.
You took the same trade I took.
So far we had a very eventful Asian session. I'd like to highlight that since Asia opened, we've moved 22 points. And when we started the live stream, we had also moved 22 points. Very fun live stream.
All right, we should end it there.
Dude, I mean, I was really looking
It's 74 degrees in our room right here. We have the PCs have been running all day. That's like a sauna in here.
Yeah, that's the grind. That's what you got to go through. I don't know if we'll do an Asian session live stream again. We might have to because I actually enjoy them. Well, it's a little bit easier to talk because you're not really focused on taking a like trade, right? You are completely getting off. Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning into the Asian stream. Hopefully, if you rewatch it, you enjoyed.
Find something to take out of it and apply to your trading.
Yes, and if there's one thing that you should take away if you haven't already taken it away, it's that Asia session chops. Because I left this screen on my chart most of the time, and it has not moved. Not a single trade taken. Didn't want to take anything. But hold on. It's dumping now. No, I'm kidding. All right, take it easy, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Yes, we stream every morning at 9:30. But look at this volatility. I think we owe it to the market.
We said that last time that it dumped. We're like, oh, here we go, and then it just chopped.
Well, let's see if it takes a new Asia low out. Because now there's technically this S&T here. Okay. 5-minute close there. The 15-minute has closed in the same range highs and lows for the candle highs and lows for the past hour. So my expectation still being just run lower. It's funny. It's like I'm gonna go walk out of the casino, and then it's like you stop right before you walk out. That's like ending the live stream, and then it's like, oh wait, hold on. Bro's talking about there's not going to be volatility. We're not going to take out that sell side. Look at this. Look at that. We're dumping.
You got a 10-point move.
Actually, that's 20 points. That's 17, 18 points. I do fully expect this low to be taken. Whatever. You guys get the point. I'm gonna end the live stream there. Come back tomorrow, fresh, ready for New York AM session. All right. Good night.